Got some breaking news coming in. South Korea's President Moon Jae-in met with North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un on Saturday to discuss Kim's possible upcoming summit with the US President Donald Trump. The South has said that the second inter-Korean summit in as many months took place when Moon and Kim met just north of the heavily militarized border in the afternoon to exchange views on how to pave the way forward for a summit between the North and the United States. Now, South Korea's presidential office said that Moon will announce the outcome of his 2-hour-long meeting with Mr. Kim on Sunday morning. WION senior correspondent Ramesh Ramachandran joining me on the phone line for more on this story. Ramesh, it seems like all's not off the table just yet. After that statement from President Trump yesterday, it looks like Moon Jae-in is pushing forward with the hope that this meeting does go through.
Indeed, Aisha, this is very, very interesting. The fact that Moon Jae-in should take the lead to meet Kim Jong-un barely a day after Trump signaled his intent to probably go ahead with the meeting on the 12th of June in Singapore, and barely 2 days after Trump cancelled the Singapore summit. To my mind, this is very significant, and this shows the initiative that Moon Jae-in is taking to keep the relations on an even keel, even as the Trump-Kim meeting still remains uncertain. But the fact is that Moon Jae-in wants to be in the driver's seat, so to speak, and talk to both the U.S. and North Korea at the same time, all in a bid to keep the relations going forward, and that one can expect some decision going forward in the next couple of hours.
Right. And Ramesh, if I can ask you, how exactly do we interpret the flip-flop from President Trump's side? I mean, first, of course, there was the hostility between North and the United States. Then there was speculation of a meeting which came true. And now from going back on that meeting to coming around and saying that the June 12th summit might just happen, what exactly does a partner like South Korea make of these flip-flops from the U.S.?
Well, you use the term flip-flop, Aisha, and to my mind, flip-flop could well be the middle name for Donald Trump. He has done a lot of flip-flops on the issue of North Korea and denuclearization. But the fact is, it is entirely led and driven by the South Koreans. Remember, it was Moon Jae-in who came to power in the middle of last year and who made that historic speech in Berlin where he spoke about a roadmap of peace on the Korean Peninsula, and that paved the way for the third inter-Korean summit, which was held in Panmunjom on the 27th of April. And this meeting, the second in less than a month, comes days ahead of the proposed meeting between Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump on the 12th of June in Singapore. To my mind, it signifies that South Koreans want to maintain relations on an even keel. They want both sides to not give up on talks just yet and keep the door ajar, so to speak, and keep open the possibility of narrowing the differences on the issue of nuclear weapons going forward. Remember, Trump wants North Korea to go in for complete, verifiable, and irreversible denuclearization, whereas Kim Jong-un says we are willing to go for a moratorium on nuclear tests, but we will do it on our terms, incrementally, and not all in one go.
Before I let go of you, just to talk a little bit more about the impact this possible summit might have on the region. We did know that the United States was unhappy about what it called China's detrimental influence on the possibility of the talks. When the talks were off the table altogether, there was speculation that China would be a relief party. But now with this happening, once again, murmurs of the possibility of the talks. How does China get impacted, as also other partners like Japan?
Well, Aisha, the bitter truth is that there's no denying that the road to peace on the Korean Peninsula passes through Beijing. But that said, one has to understand the fact that it is South Korean President Moon Jae-in who is in the driver's seat. He's the one who is driving or piloting the peace process on the Korean Peninsula. And to my mind, both Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump are doing Moon Jae-in a great disservice, so to speak, because his credibility is on the line as well, because he took the initiative to meet Kim Jong-un on the 27th of April. And to my mind, South Korea's roles cannot be diminished going forward, and that you can expect Moon Jae-in to work out some formula going forward the next couple of hours. We're given to understand that Moon Jae-in might make a statement tomorrow morning local time. So we'll have to wait and watch as to how South Korea would want the dialogue process to move forward from here.
All right. And I suppose as long as Mr. Trump and Kim Jong-un are involved, it's not over till the fat lady sings. We leave it at that. Ramesh, thanks so much for joining us this evening with that perspective. We're wrapping up the show on that note as well. My colleague Jessica will join you on the other side for more. Thanks for joining us.